Week 6. Heading into week 6. What's going on? Extra Point Podcast presented by
UT
Gatorade. Now,
counter.
I was going to say Gatorade as a joke. Could you imagine if we were sponsored by Gatorade, how much cash
That'd
we'd
be nuts.
roll in? That would be amazing. But yeah, the UT counter is great too. Hit the link in the bio or hit the link below the video, and you'll see some sweet deals on some soap. Seriously, body wash, conditioner, hand soap works. It's great. That's why this face is so clean. It appears anyway. How you been? What'd you do last night? Even though we had our episode last night.
Started watching Squid Game.
Should I watch it? I know people love it. It's the new thing now.
So here's the thing.
Mm-hmm.
You have to watch it in Korean and have English subtitles on.
Okay.
Otherwise, just the vocal reflections don't really match up too well.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And so I started off doing it that way, where it was just the English voiceover and stuff, and then about a quarter of the way through, I was like, let's try out the subtitles. I'm not a big subtitles guy, so that was a big change for me. But I mean, it definitely made the show 100% better. And I mean, through the first episode, I enjoyed it.
So I see it a few ways. Number one, I hate subtitles. I'll go over to friends' houses and we'll be watching something and they have the subtitles on. I don't want to be rude, but it's turn the subtitles off. Let's just watch it for what it is. But also I have gotten our Wizard of Oz. We have a Wizard of Oz DVD disc downstairs and not the regular VHS tape. And for some reason we can't get it off Korean. They speak English, but the subtitles are in Korean. So it's super weird and whatnot. But that's what the Wizard of Oz is. What did I do? Well, thanks for asking. Only Murders in the Building. Steve Martin Short, Selena Gomez. Damn good, funny, creative murder mystery. Great. NHL's on ESPN now. The NHL is on ESPN. So
and TNT.
Yeah,
TNT
it's back tonight. Yeah. Is it so Gretzky's the guy?
Gretzky.
TNT now.
Oh yeah, I love it.
I was trying to figure out who because I know John Buccigross was on the call for ESPN, and then Sean McDonough was on the call for I think the later game. I'm trying to wonder. I mean, who are they going to have Kevin Harlan calling NHL games? Could you imagine? That would be so electric. I mean, Ernie. Could Ernie be calling games? I mean, I don't know. It'll be.
I don't think he does hockey. I don't think he does hockey.
No, yeah. They just have Gretzky doing it. He's doing the play-by-play and the color commentating. But I don't know. We can talk about hockey later on. I think week 6. I can't believe, dude. The NFL season flies by. It flies by, and it's the worst. It really does. Thursday night, tomorrow night, we have Buccaneers Eagles, which is a really intriguing matchup because.
Is it though?
Okay, I'm only doing it because Fox does these things early in the season. They'll have a Jaguars, a rebuilding Jaguars team play against another rebuilding team. Fox will do that, and then they kind of get into the meat and potatoes of the schedule. In a couple weeks, we'll have Packers Cardinals on Thursday night. That's going to be great. I know. But this game, I'm trying to see the positives. Brady, he has a history with Philly, playing them in the Super Bowl back in 2017 in Philly, and Nick Foles getting the best of them. And this Eagles team could be. I thought the Eagles. I mean, they're inconsistent. Yes. They're going to be without Goddard, but I don't know. What do you think?
I mean, the bright spot about the Eagles is that they're at home.
Yeah.
Right? And the Buccaneers defense has not been performing to the way that we've been expecting them to perform. So it's just a matter of. Huh?
They're 18th in sacks, middle of the pack.
which is weird, but at the same time, they have been without JPP for a few weeks.
Yeah,
And I mean, he could only do so much, but I mean, he could also change the way that people try and go about things.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, I think there's a chance Levante David is not going to suit up. I don't think he's suiting up. So that's a bit because he's Devin White might be the best linebacker, but Levante David is kind of the leader. I mean, usually the inside linebacker is always the leader or they're the captain anyway. Levante David's a big piece of that defense. And I mean, who knows? Maybe you let Jalen Hurts get loose or something. expecting a big
Throw the
day
ball to
from Zach
Devontae
Ertz.
Smith for about like 20 times would be fine
I
with me.
believe not only are our two teams playing each other in the NFL, but we're also playing each other in fantasy. Am I correct in that assumption?
We are big rivalry, big rivalry week.
I picked up Ertz because Goddard is not playing. I thought it was a great pick because Big Bob, Robert Tunyon he has not had the best.
Much.
No. And Schultz, right, Dalton Schultz, he has had I think he's the 5th ranked tight end in fantasy. So he's had a good year, but they're going to play New England. And I think that's an interesting matchup. I'm a little worried about that. So I'm gonna play Ertz Thursday night. They're missing Levante David, no Goddard. I don't know. Could be his time, but it's going to be a great game. I think it's going to be great. What?
How about another tight end that big name, Mark Andrews, did not score a touchdown all year until what, Monday night?
Yeah.
He gets 13 targets for 11 receptions, 147 yards.
Yeah.
But gets 2 touchdowns. I mean, 2 big touchdowns.
Oh yeah.
I mean, that's a big name that's coming out. Kelsey's big. Is Gronk going to play in this game though? That's the point
I mean, Tampa Bay almost lost to New England. Maybe they should have. I mean, no Gronk, and you saw that they were in a fight with Mac Jones. So Gronk is when you taking away Gronk is like taking away Devontae Adams for Aaron, or taking away I'm trying to think of like another great duo, because like you take away
Gronk
Hopkins.
is not going to play.
He's not? Okay. All right. Wow. Did you get that from your friend Schefter there? Is it official?
Yes.
Yes, and
Status
yes.
is out.
Schefter and I are close. No, I get that. No, yeah, that's a big loss. And Philly, Philly, they're like Atlanta. I know they killed Atlanta earlier in the year, but like they could be worse. Like they're not 0-5, but they're not 5-0. They're not 4-1.
They're better than what we projected them to be.
Yes. Yeah. So 100%. Could be explosive. You never know, but we're both picking Tampa, of course. We're both picking Tampa. Yes. We're going to hype up the game, but we're both picking Tampa for sure.
Yes.
So that, hopefully it's interesting for sure. Dolphins, Jags. I don't really want to spend too much time going over this. Oh, wait, no, that is 8:30. Okay. Yeah. It's 8:30. It's the early game. Sorry, I was about to go to Packers, Bears, and then I saw Dolphins, Jags. Yeah, it's a London game. That's probably the most interesting part about it, is the fact that it's in London. Wake up, have some coffee, and have some, biscuits and whatever they have over in Britain for breakfast. But I don't know. I don't really want to. The Dolphins. Okay. Well, I don't know who to pick.
I'm choosing the Jags.
I'm
choosing
okay.
the Jags. First one of the season. They're the better. This is where I said yesterday, Miami might be the worst team in Florida.
Yeah, I agree.
And they're going to lose to the Jags. Do they have Brissett?
They do.
So I know Brissett.
Also, I believe they took 2 off IR.
They did.
So yeah. Brian Flores, this Miami team is better than Jacksonville's team. Like, Flores is a better coach. I'm picking Miami. I think it's risky because I don't know what's going to happen here.
Neither of us knows what's going to happen. That's why it's such a toss-up.
It's like, how when people you play the game, give me a number between 1 and 10. Someone picks like 2, and then the other person picks 3, like to kind of cut off all the other. Like, I thought about using that strategy here by just sticking with the Jaguars, just so you don't get a game up on me. No, I'm gonna roll with the Dolphins. I believe in the Dolphins. I believe in Brian Flores. Dolphins are the better team. Sticking with Miami. Should we save Packers Bears for the last of the noon games, or do you want to talk about?
I say we just say. I just said that almost last overall, because there's a lot of talking points that we can go in between the two.
Mm-hmm.
So I'd say we just save that for last overall.
Yeah, good call. Bengals Lions, intriguing matchup. I think this is intriguing. You see Dan Campbell emotional up on the post game presser after another tough, heartbreaking loss. I'm gonna pick Cincinnati because the offense they're just so explosive. They You can say they should have beaten the Packers. Packers should have beaten whatever. They were in it with the Packers. They were in it till the very end, obviously. Crazy roller coaster game. Their roster is better than Detroit's. I think right now their coach is better. I want to see Detroit win. I really do. I just think Cincinnati, though, is going to pull this one out.
I want to see Detroit win, and I know Detroit's going to win this game.
But I'm going to pick the Bengals. No, okay, you're going to pick the Lions.
No, I'm going to pick the Lions.
Okay.
I think for it being a game where neither of these teams know each other well, the Lions are at home. Joey Burrow's a little banged up, a lot of banged up.
Yeah.
I think the Lions, after a few heartbreaking losses, I think that they're going to find a way to get this one, and they're going to do it in their home stadium. The Bengals, I like the Bengals. Don't get me wrong. I really like the Bengals.
Yeah.
But I think the Lions are going to pull out the W for this game.
This is, what's interesting. I think football, sports, it has a funny way of, like, the Bengals just came out of a grueling game. Like, by grueling, just long, and, they didn't get the result they wanted. They had an opportunity to win. They didn't. They got to focus on the Lions. I mean, I know we're talking about the game, obviously, but, like, they got to focus on this game. They can't, because this after almost, like, beating the Packers, a great team, after almost doing that to losing, and then you're like, oh, we got to play the Lions. This should be an easy win, whatever. Could be a letdown. But I'm going to pick the Bengals because I think they're better than that. I hope the Lions win, even though it was your pick. I hope they do because, they're – I think all of us NFL fans should be rooting for Detroit. Let's be honest. Chargers, Ravens. Wow. I can't believe this is a noon game. What a game this is. I'm in awe. I can't believe this is a noon game. This should be prime time or something. You go. I want to see you do this. This is amazing. This is an amazing game. You go.
I'm going with the Chargers.
Okay.
Lamar has the talent. The defense is solid. I think this Chargers team is going to go on a freaking roll, though. They've been playing very, very good teams, and they've been beating very, very good teams.
Yeah.
Now they're on the road. They're in Baltimore. I understand that. But at the same time, I mean, if they want to get above the Chiefs in their division or stay above the Chiefs in their division, they have to win this ball game, and I feel like they will.
I really believe Baltimore is the team of destiny. Like, I believe that they just have this ability, like Lamar Jackson, what he did against the Colts coming back. Like, that's a game you can't lose because that's a game that, it could hurt you in the postseason run. It could put you at the 5 seed instead of the 4 seed, whatever. It could take a home playoff game away from you, that kind of stuff. Can the Ravens get to Herbert? No. I'm going to pick the Chargers as well. I believe in the Ravens so much, but the Chargers, I think their O-line, Rashawn Slater, their rookie left tackle, told Eckler, I don't know if you heard the story, he told Austin Eckler to stop chipping Myles Garrett because he wanted to go at Myles Garrett one-on-one, and he held up. I think that's just so interesting. And they're all there. I mean, you have Lindsley, center. I mean, they're so solid up front. Mike Williams, Keenan Allen. We can go over this team.
Jared Cook, too. I mean, what a pickup of Jared Cook in the offense.
Yeah, I knew he has been. I mean, he wasn't bad in New Orleans. He just didn't hit the expectations I thought he would. With the Chargers, man, he's playing so well, and he's middle. I mean, I was going to say he's middle aged. What is he? But is he mid-30s or he's close? I think he's 34, 35.
Like yeah, he's getting up there for football years.
Yeah, he's turning back the clock for sure. The Chargers are better. I'm going to pick the Chargers, and Harbaugh and Lamar are going to prove me wrong. I know they're going to do it. I'm going to pick the Chargers, but I think the Ravens are going to. They find a way to win these games. I don't know how, but
the Ravens are going to win this game. All right.
But I'm picking the Chargers. What is my mind? Chiefs, Washington. You go.
I'm going with the Chiefs. I mean, okay. Washington's defense is just so bad. I don't think they have the most prolific offense to try and keep up with the Chiefs' offense. Mm-hmm. No, I don't know what the over is for this game, but if I was a betting guy, I mean, I'd choose the
Mhm.
over for this game and have the
Yeah,
Chiefs score like 70, 80 points. I mean,
yeah.
they're gonna run away with this game, I think.
Washington is not like the Jaguars. Like they're not a bad team. They haven't really hit they haven't hit the ceiling that I thought they would hit by now. But if the Chiefs lose this game, they are in real trouble. I really believe that. I'm going to pick the Chiefs. Um, it would be an interesting story if Taylor Heineke outdueled Patrick Mahomes because I do think Heineke has that in his arsenal. Like I believe he does have the firepower to outshoot Patrick Mahomes. I think he's that good. Chiefs offense is this is kind of like a no, I was going to use a Packers Bears reference like great offense, great defense, but the Washington football team doesn't have a great defense currently. They have great players. I think their defense is not playing that well right now. So Chiefs offensively, I just think are too strong. Um, but I roll with KC here. So we're both on KC there. Rams, Giants. Rams. Not much to really talk
Yeah,
about there. I think the Rams are stout, solid all the way around. Texans, Colts. We could talk more about that. I mean, I think Indy.
the Colts are the best 1-4 team in the league right now. There's no doubt about it.
Yeah, they should have beaten the Ravens, kicking mishaps, whatever. They blew it. But the Colts are at home. They should win this game, and maybe that'll get the gears rolling in Indy because they certainly need some momentum. Vikings, Panthers. Give me Carolina. I don't care if McCaffrey's not there. Give me Carolina. I just think Minnesota is so inconsistent. I think the Carolina defense, they got humbled against the Cowboys a couple weeks ago. It's not like they gave up 40. They gave up 21 to the Eagles. They didn't give up, it's not like they gave up 50 or anything, some crazy number. But I think this is a game where they kind of, show the world again, hey, we're still, even though we're young and kind of inexperienced, we still have some great players. I think Darnold and Robbie Anderson, DJ Moore, I think they're going to, those connections are going to be on fire. I just think Minnesota is just too inconsistent. I like Kirk Cousins. I think Dalvin Cook is great. Is Dalvin Cook playing?
From the looks of it, he is right now.
Okay. But they would probably keep him on a pitch count then or something. It's a 1.5 point,
he was limited
participant.
He was limited for practice today.
So yeah, it'll be probably one of those questionable, expected to play kind of things. Carolina at home. Minnesota's just too inconsistent.
I agree with that. I don't care if Dalvin's playing or not.
Yeah.
Still not a Darnold fan. I'll say it till the end of the season.
Yeah.
But I think the Panthers, they were effective with Chuba. It's all going to be in how Darnold plays this game. I think he's going to come back from a 3 interception game where he had a tough time, but he's going to come back home. He's going to replicate what he did the first 2 weekends. He's going to try and put it together.
Yeah.
Vikings, as you said, too inconsistent. Don't know how that's going to go. But yeah, give me the Panthers for this game.
Yeah, should be. I mean, it should be close. I just think Minnesota's it's gonna be one of those games where Minnesota just not that they blow it, not that they miss an opportunity, but I just think Carolina might be more on top of their game than Minnesota is at this point in the season. Arizona, Cleveland. What? Oh no. This is that starts the afternoon games. Our last noon game we have to talk about.
You want to save it for last, or you want to do it now?
Oh, did you want to save it for last?
Yeah.
Okay, we'll save it for last. Okay. Cardinals, Browns. What a great game this is. Baker versus Kyler, 2 Oklahoma teammates, roommates. I think we saw Cleveland against the Chargers on Sunday. We saw the Chargers offense put up 47, just go absolutely nuts. And this Arizona offense is probably better than the Chargers. Look, I mean, they certainly have that in them, in my opinion. Browns defense, they have the talent, but they haven't really been able to, smother opposing offenses. they're not going to be able to corral Kyler. I think he's too mobile. I know they have Clowney and Garrett. I think Kyler's too mobile. I think DeAndre Hopkins, AJ Green, Christian Kirk, Rondale Moore, they're going to go nuts. I know it's on the road. Arizona too electric offensively.
Give me the Browns.
Okay, that's one game up in the standings for me. Go for it.
The Browns at home. They're going to be in the dog pound.
Mm-hmm.
I think Baker's going to give the ball to Odell a few more times this week because there's been a lot of reports about them not even getting the ball, their best weapon.
Yep.
That defense, I feel like, don't get me wrong, Justin Herbert's a great talent. The Chargers offense is elite. I mean, we talked about it earlier. But I feel like they're going to lock down this game. I feel like they're gonna play at home. They're gonna want to show out for their fans, not want to replicate what happened last weekend. Hey, they even had a chance to come back and win that game last weekend.
Yep.
So
yeah,
I'm gonna take the Browns. I'm gonna give the Cardinals their first loss of the season.
All right, that's good. That game and the Baltimore Chargers game is going to be. I mean, we got some great games every week. They're great games, but that's outstanding for sure. Hopefully they put Joe Buck and Aikman on the call. Like that's the main Fox announcing duo. Usually,
because of this next game.
Cowboys Patriots is on CBS, so they'll put Nance and Romo on that one, and then, yeah, they should. Otherwise, if there's what Fox does, if there's no like great afternoon game, they just don't put Buck and Aikman on, because it's just what they do. Or who knows? Maybe Joe Buck will be doing the playoffs, the MLB playoffs.
Yeah, he might be there.
Dude, his schedule is nuts. Like when we hit like the MLB playoffs, I mean, he'll call a Thursday night football game, then he'll fly the next night to go call an MLB game, another game or whatever. Then he'll fly, or he doesn't usually call a Sunday game like during the playoffs. I don't think I've seen him do that. I think they used to have, I think Chris Myers, or when Tom Brennan was employed, he would step in and call games for Joe Buck. So his schedule is absolutely nuts. But Cowboys Patriots, that's an intriguing game. I mean, give me New England. I just think that this is going to be a game where the Cowboys slip up. I think not that the players are all excited, but I think that people are starting to think, okay, the Cowboys are going to go off here. They're not really going to play anyone until they play the Chiefs in Week 11. They might win this game. I think they're looking ahead. I think New England. I think Belichick. Who knows? I'm not a weatherman. I don't know what the temperature is going to be like, but they're not going to be playing in a dome. Chances are it'll probably be, start to be in the 60s and 50s. Who knows? I think the Patriots defense is going to get up on Dak Prescott. I think Belichick knows how to. I mean, I know they're 2-3. I know they have a rookie quarterback, but I think Belichick is going to have his team ready here. I like the Patriots in what you can call an upset. I mean, I know the Cowboys are a better team, whatever. Still going into Belichick's house. Defensive mastermind. I think Mac Jones is going to have a very solid day. Give me the Patriots.
You froze.
What? Did you hear my pick?
I heard you say New England and go on from there, but you froze for a little bit there. That's probably why I was.
Sorry. Hey, it's been raining here in it's been raining in Iowa, correct? Maybe, possibly.
I mean, it's been raining, but I still got full bars of Wi-Fi.
Okay, you don't have to show off. I get it. Wi-Fi is not great. I get it. It's like whenever Aaron goes on the his Wi-Fi shot. But
sorry,
Patriots.
As long as we can hear. Yeah, as long as we can hear the picks. You're going with the Patriots. I'm going with Cowboys.
Okay.
I'm going with the Cowboys. The Cowboys are going to stay hot. Dak's probably top 3 quarterback without a doubt right now.
Okay.
Give me the Cowboys.
Yeah, another great game for sure. Okay, this is an interesting one too. Raiders Broncos. We all know what's been happening with the Raiders. Obviously, this week don't really need to go into that, but just kind of interesting to see what their psyche is. heading into the game, where they're at. I'm excited to see Rich Bisaccia. From what I watched Mike Mack's press conference today, I think it was, talking about Rich Bisaccia, and he said he was one of the greatest leaders he's ever seen. He's campaigned for him to get other NFL head coaching jobs. The players respond to him, and I'm interested to see what he does because he's a special teams coach. Special teams coaches, address, like, it's not like the offensive coordinator, defensive coordinator, where like they just address the offense defense. Special teams coordinator addresses pretty much everyone. So yeah, so he has the ear of everyone. I think they all definitely respect him, and I'm excited to see what he does. These teams are both 3-2. It's a divisional game. Might see some snow. No, I'm kidding. I don't know. I remember a couple of years ago we saw it was Rams. I think it was Rams Broncos in like week 4 or week 5, and it was snowing in Denver a couple of years ago. Don't expect to see that. Should probably be cold, I'd imagine. And by cold, I don't mean 40s, 50s. I mean probably upper 50s, lower 60s. Who knows? I want to go and see. I want to see the Raiders play some inspired ball. I really do. The Broncos are in a slide, and I think the Raiders are going to play inspired. I think they're going to go out and play. Give me the Raiders.
I'm going with the Raiders as well.
Okay. All right.
I think, yeah, they're going to play inspired ball. They're not gonna be slouching like they did last weekend against the Bears.
Yeah.
Yeah, give me the Raiders.
Yeah.
I mean, I picked these games earlier. I had them all written down. I was thinking about it, and this is probably the most hesitant game that I could have chosen for this weekend. But I'm gonna stick with my gut, and I'm gonna go with the Raiders.
A lot of coin flip games for sure. And this game, this is one of those games where like you just kind of have a belief, have an idea, like after everything the Raiders have gone through these last few days and what happened with Gruden and whatnot, like everything is probably pointing to them, hey, you guys are going to lose because of everything that's happened. New coach, you've lost 2 in a row, that kind of thing. You never know in this league. I think Derek Carr, Darren Waller that connection is going to be big time. I think the Raiders are going to come up big time here. And I think they're going to pull it out. Seahawks, Steelers, Sunday Night Football. This is an intriguing matchup. I mean, both 2 and 3 teams. Seahawks are without Russ. We know that. It's Geno time. Steelers, Big Ben kind of silenced the doubters last week against Denver, winning that game. Do I have a penny somewhere I can flip? I don't know. I don't have that. I don't know.
You want to go different from me? Because I got my pick. I'm going with the Steelers. I'm going with the Steelers.
Okay. All right. Why?
I mean, they started to get hot last weekend. I think they started to find a little bit of an identity for their offense. Their defense, when it's on, it's on. I think Geno Atkins is going to fall into a little bit of a slump for his first start. I think Seahawks are on the road as well in Pittsburgh. Give me the Steelers.
You said Geno Atkins.
Did I really?
Yeah. No, it's okay. Smith. No, trust me, I'm waiting for the Packers to sign Geno Atkins.
That's embarrassing.
No, it's really not
embarrassing.
Not as embarrassing as Mike.
I would. Hey, by the way, I would love the Bears sign Geno.
Yeah.
For what?
Yeah. So that's your Geno Atkins take is not as embarrassing as my connection, because I'm sure you made a really great point there. It cut out though. Luckily, we only have 2 more games to talk about. So yeah. I need to go. I need to fix my router. I need to climb. Remember that episode? It's the episode you saw Parks and Rec, right?
Mm-hmm.
You know the episode when it's the political debate and Ron is climbing on top of the power line trying to fix the TV. I'm going to start doing that here pretty soon because my Wi-Fi is Oh shit, sorry, it's not appropriate. But Bills Titans, the Monday night game. Then we'll talk about our game after. Bills Titans rematch of the Derrick Henry stiff arm game last year when he threw Josh Norman out of the club. That was crazy. Bills have the momentum right now. Titans are a little. I don't know how to describe. Titans are not a super. They're not right now. They're not a Super Bowl contender. I don't see them that way. I know Derrick Henry is great, but I just don't see it this way with the Titans. Josh Allen is elite. He's so sick. I mean, he is deadly with the football. I mean, he can run the ball. He can hurdle dudes. He can run through dudes. He can launch 80-yard bombs. I mean, he does so many things well. I mean, you can't. It's so hard to stop him. Bills defense is number one. It's number one. They're at Tennessee? Okay. I was going to go start, to talk about the Bills Mafia, but realizing it's Tennessee. Still think Buffalo, though. Still think Buffalo should handle this one. I just think they're far and away, especially after that performance in KC, far and away a better team.
Yeah, there's not much to talk about. The Bills revamped their defensive line, which is what they needed to do. I think Derrick Henry's going to have another great game, but
yeah,
AJ Brown hasn't been impressive. Julio's been injured. Give me the Bills. I mean, it's yeah.
All right. It's our game. Packers at Bears for the 100,000th time. I don't know what the exact meaning is. These teams have been going at it since 1919. Bears were kicking the Packers' rear ends until some guy named Favre and some guy named Rodgers came in and decided to steal the show. Forgot how many games the Packers are up on the Bears by now, but this is another installment. Bears are 3-2. Packers are 4-1. Do you want to go or do you want me to go? Since I'm away, should I go first? Okay. So this is the Packers game. These games are always close, even though the Packers, even though they're like 19-3 in their last 22 games against the Bears with Aaron Rodgers starting. The Packers, they make these games close. It's always kind of intense early. Bears always bring a great defense. The Packers always bring a great offense. And usually for the last 20 to 30 years, the Packers offense has usually prevailed in these games. I like it to happen again. I think that I think the Packers defense has played good ball these last few weeks. I think they had their best game last week, getting Jalen Smith hopefully into the lineup to pair with Devondre Campbell. Devondre Campbell, according to Pro Football Focus, is the 4th best linebacker in the league. Jalen Smith is a former Pro Bowler. I think he's an elite playmaker, can run side to side. I think the Packers defense will make some plays. Packers offenses, I think they're going to do their normal thing. The O-line should probably surrender a couple sacks because that's what happens. I'm sure Khalil Mack will swat the ball away from Aaron when he gets up after sacking him once or twice, and then Aaron will go ballistic. Obviously, that's what happens in these games. But every time I watch Aaron Rodgers' press conferences before these games, he always chuckles and smirks like, yes, it's going to be an intense game, and the Bears fans hate him, even though he understands. He's chuckling because he knows what's about to happen. The Green Bay Packers, it's going to be probably close again unless the Packers, kind of pull away at the end. Give me Aaron Rodgers. Give me the Green Bay Packers in Chicago yet again.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Okay, I'm going with the Bears.
Mm-hmm. Shocker.
Defense has stepped up in a big way so far. I mean, even our defense looked pretty good against the Browns. As you freeze again, there we go. Defense looked good against the Browns as well. But for the rest of the games as well, I mean, defense has been stepping up. The Bears are starting to find their identity for the offense, which is absolutely huge. Our defense is better than your defense. Our offense has improved. Our special teams is better than your special teams. Mason Crosby missed 4 kicks or 3 kicks last weekend. He's going to do it again this weekend. Give me the Bears. I think that Justin Fields, it's the best quarterback the Bears have had in a very long time. The running backs, even without David Montgomery, I mean, they stepped up big last weekend. I think they'll do it again. Darnell Mooney's been very, very good. Your secondary is weak right now. Um, give Allen Robinson the ball for jump balls as well. We haven't even gotten into our tight end game with Cole Kmet and Jimmy Graham.
Oh my God.
So give me
You may.
the
How many personal shots? I didn't take any personal shots at you. I just said the Packers are better. You just took so many personal shots at me.
because you're saying that you're trying to talk records, you're trying to talk past. I'm talking present, my guy. I'm talking present.
And presently, number 12 is still the quarterback, as you see behind my. Okay, well, obviously you have him behind your shoulder too. You know that.
As you can see, I should have gotten the picture of Shea McClellan.
What happened at the end of that season? Tell me, what happened in week 17?
That part doesn't matter.
Okay. Okay. Should be a close game. Should be a touchdown game probably throughout the game. Like very close. It's gonna be a great game. Should always be. I'm happy we're getting this game in October when it's warmer outside, because when we get to November and the Bears have to come to Lambeau Field when it's in the 40s or maybe 30s, who knows? It'll be nice for us to be
that game.
Yeah, we'll handle that just like we'll handle this. It always happens.
But all I'm gonna say is the Bears are gonna take atop the NFC North with this game. Go 2-0 in the division. Get ahead of the Packers. And both teams will be 4-2. It'll be a heartbreaker for you, but it's all right. It's all right.
It's always a heartbreaker for you. It always happens. The Packers, when they lose to the Bears,
dude, I get nervous every time that the Packers have the ball, because I think Rodgers is just going to go down the field and score a touchdown every single time, even against our defense.
I get nervous just because I have friends a lot of my friends are Bears fans, obviously, and I don't want to have to hear it from them. I don't want to have to hear it from them if the Bears went up, even though the Packers have owned this rivalry. Sorry, that was a personal shot, kind of, not really, but it's a fact. When the Packers lose against the Bears, when it happens, if at all, I have to hear it from my buddies. So hope to God the Bears lose. And I guess my whole thing with this is like, the Packers can, when Aaron Rodgers leaves, if he chooses to leave whenever, Packers can lose to the Bears. Like the Packers just need to beat the Bears when Aaron Rodgers is there. That's what it is. Like when the Packers are rebuilding, I get it. There's gonna be some troubles and some valleys they're gonna go through, and losing to the Bears might be part of that. I don't know. But as long as 12 is back there, the greatest quarterback of all time, you can't lose to the Bears. I'm hoping they don't. Maybe Aaron Rodgers and Randall Cobb have something, up their sleeve for this game. So it's going to be interesting. Devontae Adams is going to go off. I'm excited, man. It's going to be fun. What are our picks? So we both have what games do we have different picks? So Bears, Packers, obviously.
Bears, Packers, Dolphins, Jags, Bengals, Lions.
Yep.
Cardinals, Browns.
Yep.
You chose the Patriots?
Yep.
Okay, so Patriots. And then did you choose the Seahawks or the Steelers? I didn't hear that one.
Oh, yeah. I don't think I gave a prediction for that one. Give me the Steelers. I think the Steelers at home, they have a starting quarterback. Give me Big Ben and the Steelers, and then we pick the Bills. So what, like 4 or 5? So there's ample opportunity for me to close the gap. 5 games. Yeah, so ample opportunity. It's going to be another good week. A lot of great games. Should be interesting. Should we make a side bet for this game or no? We just enjoy it for what it is.
No, we should make a side bet.
$5?
Sure.
Or should I wear Bears gear on here the next time?
Let's do that.
Okay, do
I can find something Packers. I have some Packers fans around here.
Yeah, I'm sure I have a Bears hat or something. Bears, whatever jersey. Maybe my sister has one who's decided to break out the family and become a Bears fan.
So for the recap next week, whoever loses has to wear the opposing team's
gear. Yeah. All right. All right. Sounds like a plan. I'm excited, man. I'm excited to see you don a Green Bay Packers hat. It's gonna be great to see what happens. But hey, we're gonna do our thing, and you guys are gonna do your thing, which just happens to be losing to the Packers. Um, so
You're funny. You're funny. It
I
is what
pride
it
myself
is.
on that. I pride myself. That's what I bring to the table.
Hey, I'm gonna give a little shout out to
Yes.
The Rock and Tech Nine. New
Why?
song
Oh.
came out.
Hmm.
It's called Face Off. Give a listen to it. I think it's very, very good.
Like The Rock, like the actor.
Yeah,
He's a singer too.
he raps in the
Are you
song. Yeah,
serious? Wow, dude. Hey, speaking of The Rock, man, San Andreas. I watched that last night. That's a great movie, classic, 2015. Great world disaster, fantastic movie. The Rock, uh, unbelievable man. He's built out of a mountain. That guy's insane. Shout out. Who can I shout out? All right, all right. So we are under 2 weeks away. USA Soccer, Carly Lloyd, final U.S. Women's National Team appearance. Actually, her final professional appearance ever. Greatest soccer player I've ever seen with my own eyes. Hang it up. Greatest player of all time. And I just think it's important, whether it's Carly Lloyd or um, someone like Big Ben, like who might be retiring this year. You never know. It's important when they go out there for their last game. It's important that fans remember like what they're going through, like the players going through, because we don't really know how they feel. Like I'm sure they're sad, obviously, because it's their last game. But I think it's going to be different than every other game because it's like, okay, I'm putting on my cleats for the last time. I'm looking at the crowd for the last time. I might be scoring a goal for the last time in this USA jersey. Like, it's not like a normal game. It's different, and I'm sure that they're going to feel some, or she's going to feel some emotions because who wouldn't? It's a pretty daunting task to go into your final game after being an all-time great legend. So Carly Lloyd, shout out all of us fans, soccer fans. Going to be there for you because everything you've done for USA Soccer. Because really, we know USA Soccer is not obviously as popular as like the NFL, the NBA, MLB, whatever, and it certainly would not be where it is today without your help. So, GOAT, greatest of all time. 2 weeks, I'll be watching. Good luck. But yeah, man. Go watch some football. Well, we don't have any football tonight. It's a Wednesday night. Um, I don't know. I'm gonna go cook some burgers. Go cook some burgers. Not tailgate burgers. I don't put cheese in the burger. No, I put cheese on the burger. This time I didn't buy tailgate burgers from Jewel. Put the cheddar on top.
sounds like a good plan. I have to figure out what I'm doing.
Yeah, make a burrito or something. Stop off at McDonald's. Chipotle, amazing, so good, dude. Seinfeld, by the way, Seinfeld's on Netflix. So, are you a Seinfeld fan?
I don't mind Seinfeld. I mean, I've watched. I mean, I can't really say that I am or I'm not because I really haven't watched too many episodes. Like I've watched a couple episodes at a time. It's a good
Yeah,
show.
yeah.
But I feel like I have to like fully watch it to say whether or
Mm.
not I'm going to be a fan or not. So
Yeah, no, I think Jerry Seinfeld. My favorite comedian of all time is Steve Martin. Jerry Seinfeld though is so great because he's almost like kind of sarcastic, rolling his like that's kind of his mojo. Um, that's what makes him funny. And I think him and obviously Kramer's great. Elaine and George Costanza, so great. But anyway, I'll let you go because we're rambling and we've come to the part of the show where we talk about Seinfeld. But we'll see what happens, man. I'm excited to see you wearing Packers gear next time we talk, and it's gonna be great.
for sure, dude.
All right, buddy. Good luck.
All right.
Good luck figuring out what you're gonna have for dinner.
Thanks.
All right.
All right.
All right, buddy. Talk
Peace
to you.
out.